In laboratory environments, contamination control isn't optional, it's foundational. But one of the most common gaps in lab safety starts with something surprisingly simple: confusing the difference between sterilization, disinfection, and sanitization. These terms aren't interchangeable. They represent three distinct levels of microbial control, and knowing when to use each one can directly impact safety, compliance, and research integrity. Sterilization is the gold standard. It eliminates all microbial life, including highly resistant bacterial spores. This level of control is typically achieved through methods like autoclaving or advanced hydrogen peroxide vapor systems, and it's used when absolute sterility is non-negotiable. Disinfection destroys pathogens and microorganisms, but its effectiveness depends on the disinfectant and the organism being targeted. It's the standard for daily lab upkeep, whether through sprays and wipes for high-touch surfaces or fumigation methods for whole-room biodecontamination. Sanitization is the least intensive. It reduces microbial load to safe levels, but does not eliminate all organisms. In lower-risk settings, sanitization may be sufficient, but in high-stakes lab environments, it's critical to understand its limitations. Even well-run labs can run into avoidable disinfection errors. One of the biggest is using the wrong disinfectant for the microbial threat. Disinfectants are not universal, and using one that doesn't target certain bacteria, viruses, or spores can leave your lab vulnerable. Another major issue is dwell time. If a disinfectant is wiped off too soon, it may not have enough time to kill the organism, making the process ineffective. Surface coverage is another weak spot. High-touch areas like door handles, bench tops, shared equipment, and control panels are often overlooked, yet they're common hotspots for contamination. And finally, safety. Neglecting PPE or failing to monitor vapor systems for leaks can expose personnel to hazardous chemicals. Effective lab disinfection starts with structure, not guesswork. First, surfaces must be cleaned properly. Dirt and organic material can block disinfectants and reduce efficacy. Next, labs should identify the most likely microbial risks in their environment, so disinfectants can be selected intentionally, not generically. Consistency matters. A routine schedule based on lab activity and contamination risk helps prevent gaps in coverage. And training is essential. Every person in the lab must follow the same protocol the same way, because variability is one of the fastest paths to contamination failure. Not all disinfectants perform the same. Some, like quaternary ammonium compounds, are widely used for general disinfection, but they can leave residues and may not provide sporicidal control. Labs working with spore-forming organisms often require sporicides, hydrogen peroxide formulations, or peracetic acid to achieve higher-level decontamination. Concentration is also critical. Too diluted and the disinfectant won't work. Too strong and it may pose safety risks or damage sensitive equipment. Understanding compatibility, concentration, and dwell time is what separates routine cleaning from true contamination control. Modern disinfection is evolving rapidly. Automated aerosol, vapor, and hybrid systems are helping labs achieve more consistent coverage, especially in hard-to-reach areas that manual wipe-downs often miss. Automation also reduces human exposure and improves safety by limiting direct contact with harsh chemicals. For many labs, integrating advanced systems or professional biodecontamination services is becoming a smarter, more reliable way to meet modern sterility demands. Lab disinfection isn't just best practice, it's regulated. Organizations like the EPA, USP, and Annex 1 guidance frameworks provide standards that labs must follow depending on their environment and risk profile. Documentation and record-keeping are essential for compliance, audit readiness, and traceability, especially in regulated industries. Regular audits and process reviews help ensure your protocols stay aligned with evolving expectations. Lab disinfection is more than a task, it's a culture. When labs understand the difference between sterilization, disinfection, and sanitization, and combine the right tools, training, and technology, they reduce risk, improve consistency, and protect the integrity of everything they produce. A safer, cleaner lab starts with informed decisions. And those decisions are what make scientific progress possible.